Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is NURAISYAH binti AHMAD and my student ID 2020460666.
And my name is AQMAL SHAMSUL SHAMSUL, student ID 2020495228.
My name is FATIN AFIQAH QISTINA binti HALIM. My student ID 2020839878.
I will talk about introduction. Did you know what is linear algebra? Today I will explain about linear algebra. Linear algebra is mathematical structure with operation of addition, subtraction and multiplication, and includes the theory of matrices, system of linear equation, determinants and vector spaces. It includes the geometry such as planes, lines and rotations. In solving the problem calculation in physics, the theory of system linear equation is very suitable to generate equation and to get the solution. I will explain the definition of Kirchhoff's law. Kirchhoff's law are a set of laws that quantify how current flows through a circuit and how voltage varies around a loop in a circuit.
We apply three types of linear algebra in our case study. The first one is matrix. Matrix is an ordered arrangement of numbers in the shape of rows and columns. If m and n are positive integers, then m multiplied n is a rectangular array of numbers. Second is augmented matrix. Augmented matrix is used to represent a system of linear equation. And the third is system of linear equation. A linear equation that contains a collection of two or more linear equations that all have the same variables.
Then, I will explain about the purpose of our case study. The main purpose of this study is to show the application of linear algebra in the electrical circuit and determine the equivalent current in the circuit. Besides that, we want to demonstrate and explain the Gaussian elimination method. Then, the theory that will be used in this case study is Kirchhoff's first law and Kirchhoff's second law. So, we will cover many aspects within these two theories.
Next, I will talk about our methodology to solve our case study. We will consider the electric circuit shown in our slide and determine the current of I1, I2 and I3. To solve this question, we decided to apply Gaussian elimination method to determine the current which are I1, I2 and I3. It is a method for resolving a system of linear equation with a single solution. Kirchhoff's law are a set of laws that describe the flow of current in a circuit and how voltage varies across a loop in a circuit. To obtain the first equation, we use Kirchhoff's first law, and for the second and third, we use Kirchhoff's second law. The steps used to solve the problem will be presented in the next section. After we present our methodology to solve our case study, we will need 7 steps to find the solution. First of all, we will apply Kirchhoff's first law of the node of B or C, and we will find I1 equal to I2 plus I3. In other words, I1 minus I2 minus I3 equal to 0, and it will become the first equation. And then we will apply Kirchhoff's second law to the loop of BDCB and BCAB, and we will obtain the equation 4I2 minus 10I3 equal to 15, and it will become the second equation, and 4I2 plus 5I1 plus 2I1 equal to 10, and then 4I2 plus 7I1 equal to 10, and it will become the third equation. Next, I will pass the next solution to FATIN AFIQAH.
I will continue with the next steps. From the previous steps, a linear system of 3 equations is obtained. I1 minus I2 minus I3 equal to 0. 7I1 plus 4I2 equal to 10. And 4I2 minus 10I3 equal to 15. Next, we form an augmented matrix of the above system. which is first row 1, -1, -1, second row 7, 4, 0, and the third row 0, 4, -10. And the right side is 0, 15, and 10. For the next steps, I will pass it to NURAISYAH.
For the next step, we use elementary row operations on the augmented matrix until get a row echelon matrix. For step 1, we multiply row 1 with -7 and add it with row 2 to get the second row. And then we will get first row 1, -1, -1, second row 0, 11, 7, and the third row 0, 4, -10. For the right side, we will get 0, 10, and 15. For the second step, we divide row 2 with 11 to get the second row. Then we will get first row 1, -1, -1, second row 0, 1, 7 over 11, and the third row 0, 4, -10. The right side 0, 10 over 11, and 15. For the third steps, we multiply row 2 with -4 and add it with row 3 to get the third row. So we will get the first row 1, -1, -1, second row 0, 1, 7 over 11, and the third row 0, 0, -138 over 11. And the right side we get 0, 10 over 11, and 125 over 11. For the last step, we multiply row 3 with -11 over 138 to get the third row. So we will get first row 1, -1, -1, second row 0, 1, 7 over 11, and the third row 0, 0, 1. And the right side, we will get 0, 10 over 11, and -125 over 138. After that, convert the row echelon matrix to a system of linear equation. First, I1 minus I2 minus I3 equal to 0. I2 plus 7 over 11 I3 equal to 10 over 11. And I3 will get -125 over 138. Lastly, solve the system by using back substitution, and we can finally find the currents I1, I2, and I3. So the values of I3 is equal to -125 over 138, and the values of I2 is 205 over 138, and the last one, I1, is 40 over 69.
So, the conclusion of the application of linear algebra in electric circuit is an electrical circuit can be calculated by a lot of methods.
Second, we both input and output are 0. The total current entering a circuit junction is the same as the total current leaving the same circuit, which is Kirchhoff's law.
Next, matrix method is much easier than physics methods to solve the problems.
And lastly, the professional must be very careful for the calculation on the electrical circuit as it is used in our daily life.
That's all from us. Thank you.